It's my feel-good breakfast show.
We now turn our attention to health, holistic health, which of course stems from our bodies and the joints and the bones that form, well, quite literally, that backbone of our existence. And we want to keep them healthy for as long as possible. As luck would have it, it is currently Bone and Joint Week, and this is celebrated globally. And Andrea, I know, has a wealth of information to depart, but this is something that does really worry me, being very active, being a sportsman. I've injured so many joints, bones, tendons, those sorts of things. I am desperate to know that in my later years in life, I'm not going to fall apart completely. But why is it so important for us to have this World Bone and Joint Week, do you think?
Well, it's exactly that focus that we don't wait for injury or arthritis later in life. Taking care of your bones and joints is something that we can do from a very young age. And if you're very active and play lots of sport, joints often take strain. So it's good to know which foods can nourish healthy joints and also to know about natural products we can take.
100%. Prevention is better than the cure. And I'm now talking specifically to our youngsters out there who are leading active lives, but everyone can stand to benefit. Okay, take us through the ideal situation, the nutrients that we can take in if we have access to those nutrients. What sort of foods do we want to be focusing on?
Well, the two nutrients I wanted to focus on are calcium and omega-3. Calcium is critical for healthy, strong bones. So two sources we get in the diet that I've got here is Greek yogurt, beautiful Greek yogurt.
Lovely.
And that's something that can be enjoyed with breakfast or as a snack, mixed into smoothies. You can make sauces with it. So it's such a versatile ingredient.
Yeah.
So for families, also for moms, try to use it in sauces and recipes because it adds calcium in a very absorbable form.
I was going to say, it's all about taking it in that whole food state or in a
Yes.
way that your body is designed to take it in.
That's right, and with Greek yogurt, because there's more fat in there, there's vitamin D as well. And with calcium absorption, vitamin D is always very important.
The Bantings out there would love it. Okay, what's next?
Now, also banting friendly here is the broccoli. You know, it's low in carbohydrates, but it's packed with minerals, notably calcium and magnesium, very important for bone health. So these two foods, the yogurt and broccoli, very important for healthy, strong bones.
Correct.
And once again, broccoli, you don't have to eat steamed. You can grate it into salads, you can mix it into soups, stews, etc., stir fries.
I prefer it to cauliflower, but I'm enjoying it in fresh salads. It adds that
Yes.
crunch, especially in summer.
And it provides a nutty flavour.
Yeah.
We're talking about nuts. What we've got here is these walnuts. And why I chose the walnuts specifically is because of all the nuts, its omega-3 fatty acid content is the highest by far.
Okay.
Yes. So that is a great source of omega-3 fats, which of course is good for healthy joints.
Also
So-
good for the brain, yeah.
Oh yeah, of course. And so too the tinned fish we've got there, tinned sardines. And omega-3s are important if you strain your joints a lot. So if you participate in sports and if you've got painful joints, omega-3 fatty acids have anti-inflammatory effects.
Wow,
Yeah,
okay.
that can help relieve some of that pain and stiffness in the joints.
Yeah, my brain is already seeing a salad that I can throw all of these
You
together.
can,
Clearly, I'll be
actually,
getting
yes.
my omegas.
Yeah.
I love that, but this obviously isn't a perfect world where we have access to all of these nutrients and the time to cook. How do we balance this out if we don't have access to these?
Well, nutritional supplements can definitely help. So you get calcium and omega-3 supplements. But a step further is an example, for instance, the Vital Arthroid Ease product. Now, this is formulated for healthy joint and bone tissue, and specifically if there are joint injuries. Sometimes people go for joint surgery, like a knee replacement or a hip replacement, or if you've injured yourself. I sprained my ankle and I tore my ligaments.
Me too, yeah.
And you know, the nutrients you need
debilitating,
to get that to heal, you don't always get through your diet. So one of the ingredients which is really key in the healing process there is MSM.
MSM.
So that is a component that we find in small quantities in the foods we eat, like the foods we've got here. But in a supplement like this, it's in a much higher concentration. So it almost becomes a natural medicine. So the Vital Arthroid Ease is something that I can definitely vouch for.
Yeah,
yes.
and I'm always getting tips from it because I always kind of ask the sportsmen that I interview, how do they prep for surgeries when they've had a big injury? How do they prep for that vital stage when they are healing themselves? And this is something that I'm certainly going to take on board. Do you have any last tips, seeing as it is Bone and Joint Week, celebrated the world over? Any final tip to leave our viewers with?
Definitely, to eat more of these foods. Broccoli, Greek yogurt, walnuts and fish because they really nourish and nurture healthy bones and joints.
The simple answer, rather, is right in front of us, and it can be delicious in the process, but there are supplements you can use to balance out that diet if you don't have access to these nutrients. Well, I think we should celebrate with a walnut. There you
Oh,
go.
thank
you
you.
so much. That's delicious. I won't make you eat a sardine.
Make abuse a thing of the past. Nominate an organization that fights abuse so they can win 35,000 Rand from the Vital Awards.